Hello and welcome to the Sports Centre YouTube channel. Me and Carl here today as the transfer window is bubbling up very nicely towards its climax. Carl, it's getting interesting like we said it would.
It is just not for our clubs.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we've signed a goalkeeper and potentially Chiesa from Juve, but you know, but we're not here to talk about that, Carl, are we? We're here to talk about two individuals which I don't know, maybe did we miss a trick here by not seeing this. I think, or,
I
has-
don't
or,
know.
or has it come a bit left field?
I mean, if I'm honest, Dan, I don't even think it's going to happen. But it's spoke about, and it's obviously the Sterling swap deal with Sancho. Now, I can't see this happening, and they have muted this as two separate deals. It's not an actual swap. It's each buying each other's, but it was mooted at the fact that Sterling and Chilwell for Sancho. Um, like I said, you don't ever see swap deals anymore. When we were young,
Yeah, you
you saw.
do, but I mean, clubs obviously got a lot more to think about these days, haven't they, in terms of kind of keeping under radar of bloody FFP or fucking whatever it is.
PSR showing, yeah.
That's someone, yeah, sort of tomato, tomato, in it.
There's, I mean, if this were to happen, this is like for me, it's a complete piss take. This is like, I'll rub your back, you rub mine.
But that's what clubs are doing now, though, isn't it?
Feels
Chelsea,
that they've got to.
Chelsea are basically, Atletico Madrid, Conor Gallagher. It's that to me screams pretty much exactly what you've just said. It's look, I'll scratch my back, you scratch yours, kind of thing. Um, but anyway, we've spoke a lot about all the bloody kind of financial debacle around it with Chelsea and stuff. Say this were to happen, good deal for the both clubs, good deal for one club, or just complete not good deal altogether.
Well, firstly, I can't see Sterling going to Man U. He's played for Liverpool, who's Man U's arch rivals. He's played for Man City, who's Man U's arch rivals. So I can't see it happening. But
Can I,
if you
can I
take all
just
that
say
as
something on that? Just from every Liverpool fan, and I reckon I speak for probably 90% of Liverpool, no, probably 99% of Liverpool fans here. That boy has got no loyalty to us. And do you know what? Quite rightly so. He doesn't owe us or anything, and we don't owe him anything either. So
But
I
it's
don't
never
see
been
that.
done before. It's never been done before where a player's played for all them three clubs. Um, but like I say, if you take all that to one side,
Yeah.
I actually think it could be a good deal for Man U. A backup left back. Don't get me wrong, I know that Mesraoui, first game or so that he played, looks all right, and he can play both right back and left back.
You can't
But I
hang your
think to
hat on
get
Luke Shaw, can you?
no, and I think to have well, you can't hang your hat on Ben Chilwell either.
No. So between them, they
Um,
might get through a season.
you might get yeah. Um, but I just think if you think of Man United's wingers at the minute, they've got Rashford, Garnacho, Dalot, um,
Who's still young. He's very young, isn't he?
Anthony, and Sancho. And I think if you swap Sancho out for Sterling, I don't think that's too bad. To be fair, I think because Sterling can play left wing and right wing, as can Garnacho.
I
Um,
think I agree with you to a point. I think Man U are actually getting a pretty decent deal. If it does come off, I think we're sat here now kind of thinking it's a bit of speculation, but if it does
yeah,
come off, I think it's a good deal for Man U, me personally.
um, I do. But like I said, I don't think it'll happen. I think it's a great topic for us to chat about because it's just a bit out there.
Yeah.
Um, But for me, I think he goes on loan to somewhere. He goes to Juve or somewhere like that because Juve apparently still talking about Sterling. Um,
Well, that's interesting you say that because obviously Chiesa has been heavily linked to coming to Liverpool. Apparently, it's pretty much agreed. So there's obviously a spot open up there in Juve's squad for said kind of attacking player, winger, if you like.
well, Kiesa's not been. He's not even. He's been ousted. He's like the Sterling of Juve. He's said. Thiago Motta came out and said, "Look, you're not part of my plans. You can train away from." So I think he comes with a bit of baggage. Um, Decent player, like don't get me wrong, but
Mm.
so I don't think it's a point of they've got a they need a winger to replace Chiesa because he were never in their plans anyway.
Right. Okay.
Um, but but I do think wherever Sterling goes or Sancho goes, I think it'll be decent. It's just that they've just not worked out at them respective clubs.
Do you think it's the wage situation that's probably holding both individuals
Both,
moving?
I would say so. It's like how much do you want to play, or how much don't you? You know, especially in Sterling's case, I think was it 29.
Yeah,
Um,
29,
you
300 plus grand a week.
you think, look, you've got one more contract in you, decent contract. Take a bit of a wage cut, and you can still be on probably 180 to 100,
Hmm.
and play football, or do you want to sit there out at Chelsea and be never play again?
I don't, do you know what? Just as you say that, then you're not going to want to drop. Let's throw a figure out. Say he's on 320 grand a week. To then drop down nearly 50% to 180. I mean, it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous when you sit here saying that you wouldn't drop to 180 grand a week, but these players are used to doing getting this. I mean, I would imagine that he's probably mortgage free, so you wouldn't have to worry about paying off houses and cars and stuff. But to cut your wage by, you know, circa 50% is a hell of a lot.
It is, but do you want to play football, or do you want to just earn money? You know, and that's what it'll come down to. And I think if you were like in Sancho's position, like, what's he, 24, 25, 26? He could probably sit it out at Man U on a big wage, wait, let his contract run down, and then get another move, whereas Sterling won't get another move.
Hmm. But you think about it now, though, you've kind of got this, and I can't think of a better word, but you've kind of got this graveyard for football players. So you're talking the MLS, you're talking Saudi. You see, like the likes of pretty much the Barca of old in terms of Messi, Suarez, Busquets. You know, they're all playing at is it Miami?
Into Miami,
They're
yeah.
all over into Miami now, and you know, them guys have got to be 37, 38. So it's like you almost get you almost get like a little mini career again, don't you? After your prime years, with your MLS and your Saudi, you almost get like a little mini 6 year career again.
I think that's if you're any good, if you're decent, you know, like if you're like proper decent.
Yeah, and
Um,
obviously a household name helps as well. And I think Ryan Sterling, you know, he's a good player. He's bloody,
yeah,
he's won pretty much everything, hasn't
yeah. I mean, he could be another American American import, if you like,
he? Mm.
quite easily. I just to go back to the original topic, I just can't see it happening. But as soon as I saw it break this news, I was like, "Whoa, this is like this is mental." To be fair,
Today's been a good one for transfer news today. Obviously, Chelsea in for potentially Ivan Toney as well.
I think they got given a deadline, didn't they? Because I don't think Chelsea have actually put a bid in for him. I think they've actually shit themselves a little bit in the fact that Saudi came in and said, "Ivan, do you want to come to us? If so, we need to know by this date," which was 12 o'clock last night. He's then said, "Yeah, I'll come." And I think Chelsea, like I said, shit themselves in the fact that I think they were going to play it till the end of the transfer window, thinking that the price were going to come down.
Yeah, keep
But
the
knowing
cards
that
close to the chest.
but knowing that obviously he's agreed to go there, they've had to jump in a bit earlier. But I still, as far as I'm aware, they still haven't put an actual bid in. They've just registered interest in other words, saying, "Ivan, do you want to come to us rather than Saudi?"
Yeah, I didn't know that full extent. I think he's and you know what? I don't judge him too fair because he's at that end of his career, and he probably thinks,
Yep. No. See, I disagree with this, Dan. I know where you were going to go with it. Like, sorry for jumping in, but what has he done? He's a late bloomer to like the
yeah,
Prem.
yeah, don't know.
He's a late bloomer to the Prem. He's just got in England squad. Why, if there's an option to stay in the Prem with a top club like in Chelsea, I'm sorry, but you have got to stay in Prem.
Nah,
You're old
mate,
now. He's got to stay.
no, not for me. I think he's thinking about his future and whatnot, and just thinking, look, I can stay in Prem, and what I might win an FA Cup, a League Cup at best in 2, 3 years with Chelsea. Chelsea aren't winning Premier League next.
Well, would you not rather win a League Cup, an FA Cup, than a Saudi Cup?
No, I'm thinking more. You could
Is
probably
it?
earn. What's he going to earn at
st-
Chelsea? Three million
Well,
quid.
apparently there's talks of 60 million in Saudi, and it was 30 million at Chelsea.
Well, there you go, mate.
So twice the wage. I mean, I think 30 million's a bit. I don't think he'd have got that if I'm honest.
No,
Don't
me
get me wrong.
neither. I think that's very,
Um,
very, very
but
elevated.
but I think if you think of Chelsea, I can't. You talk about long contracts and stuff like that. He wouldn't get a long contract because all these long contracts are like to early 20-year-olds. Again, I think he's 29 and 28,
Yeah,
29.
and also Chelsea have got a wage structure now as well, which he wouldn't be getting. I think I heard today that Chelsea's average wage, I'm sure it was like 75, 80 grand a
Is it?
week. Yeah, yeah, because obviously that's why Cole Palmer were on like, don't quote
Yeah,
me on this,
80.
yeah,
You're on
I was
80.
going to say 75, something like that. He went on a lot.
And he's now only on, well, it's not 120
Yeah, yeah,
with his new contract.
that's what I mean. So he's not going to pull the uh, the big figures that potentially he were looking for. And I think other clubs, a lot of clubs now like Man U, Chelsea, Liverpool to an extent, a lot of clubs they're not signing around 30-year-old, 30 plus. You have to be a very, very special footballer to be able to
Yeah,
get a 3-year contract at around 30-year-old. And I'm sorry, unless this is no disrespect to him because I think he's a decent lecker, but he's not special.
a decent lecker.
Well, you know,
For you Southerners, that's a decent player.
a decent player, yeah, exactly. But I don't blame him, me personally. I think if he goes there, fair play to him. He's come up. He's probably got a career now that he couldn't have even dreamt of 6, 7 years ago. Do you know what I mean? He's
I
come
agree.
all the way up the pyramid and he's thinking, fucking hell, I can go to Saudi and I can earn 40, 50, 60 million pound over the best part of 4 years, whatever it is. Like, listen, got.
Yeah, three year deal, 60 million is what he's been offered in
That's what I
Saudi.
mean. I was like, look, fair
But
play
that's
to
it.
you, mate. Fair play to you.
But that's his career done. His England career done.
It's he's
It's
always
done.
gonna be, he's always gonna be playing second fiddle to Harry Kane.
Well, look, he got game time, didn't he, in Euros, as did what's his face, Watkins. But I tell you now, he won't do that. He won't even get in squad.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, it's bubbling up nicely. I'm interested to see what other kind of deals are going to come left field because I think there's going to be a few little shake-ups from now until the window
There's
shuts.
got there's got to be because these have done absolutely naff all. Absolutely naff all. We've got to do something. So I'm
Um,
feeling I'd like to see 2, 3, 4 come through.
what, just for tune?
Yeah,
But we no chance, lad.
tell me about it.
Right, good of it. We'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Let us know in the comments what do you think for the Sancho and Sterling deal. Do you think it's a good deal for Man U? Do you think it's a good deal for Chelsea? Or do you think it's complete BS? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Catch you later.